What if the key to be more productive is actually doing less? Not because you're lazy, because you're human. Today, I'm sharing 5 science-backed strategies how to work smarter, not harder, and finally stop tying your worth to your to-do list. Before we start, I'm Justina. I love optimization and science, and if you are interested in those topics too, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. A few years ago, I wore exhaustion as a badge of honor. Running on little sleep, running on 5 coffees, being on all the time and adding additional things to my plate, because apparently doing 500 things at the same time is not enough, because if I can handle 500 different things, then I can handle a million. But I know better now, and I thought that with a changing world and prioritizing sleep and healthy eating, everyone feels the same, and they are also prioritizing those things that matter the most. But recently I was visiting my mom and she was exhausted. She was doing so many things, and then instead of talking to me and spending time with me, she said that she needs to do 10 other things before she will go to sleep, and that she's basically running out of time. And I told her, you don't have to do them. And she said, what do you mean? Of course, I have to do them. And in that moment, I realized that she's the same as I used to be. Adding a lot of things on my plate and then feeling exhausted and burnout all the time, never enjoying the moment. Especially women, we are expected to do it all. Be nice, be helpful, be smart, be beautiful, have a hobby at the same time, maybe raise kids, take care of the partner, and also other things. Like, how many things we can actually take care of at the same time? And what about our menstrual cycle? Hormones don't care about the deadline or that you have a lot of things to do. They just appear and they don't care. So sometimes we feel like we need to push through, but we don't need to push through. Sometimes we just need a freaking rest. Okay, let's go. Strategy 1, running on 85%, not running on an empty or 110. Think about athletes. They don't train 100% every single day. They would burn out. And research shows we perform the best at around 85% of our effort. So why are we pushing ourselves 110% every single day? Short, focused work with regular breaks. This is where magic is, especially when your energy is lower because of your hormones or emotional strain. I always believed that I am a doer, and I love my to-do list, so I tend to add more things because I'm so good at juggling things. I've been doing it for years that I keep on adding things onto my plate. And once upon a time, my fiancé asked me, why won't you just take off certain things off your plate? And I felt like it's such a dumb question. Nobody has ever asked me this before. I always thought that I have to keep on adding things onto my plate and onto my to-do list. So taking them off after I put them on just didn't make any sense. But to be honest, why not? If we are the ones putting things onto our to-do list, then we are also the ones that can take them off the list. So why does it work both ways? If today you just cannot handle that much and the things that you have to do are not urgent and you don't want to do them, you don't have to do them right now, then why simply you won't take them off your to-do list and do less? Everything feels overwhelming. The solution is not to do more or do it faster, just push it through. The solution is to start small. Strategy 2, start small, focus on progress, focus on process, not the outcome. Don't wait for a perfect 3-hour window to do everything at once. Do one tiny thing, 5 minutes. Also thinking about this 3-hour window that you will have to do absolutely everything throughout this time can be already overwhelming. So even the thought about it can beat you before you even start. But talking to yourself that, oh, I'll just do it for 5 minutes. If I have to clean the house and I think about me cleaning the whole house and it probably takes me 2 hours, I postpone it. But if I'm going to tell myself, let me just clean one room, let me just dust around and see what happens, or let me just clean for 30 minutes and that will be all. Automatically, it doesn't seem like a huge mountain to overcome, but a little rock that I can just pick up and move on. And you know what happens afterwards, after this 30 minutes, when I start cleaning? I'm actually in a mood to keep on continuing doing it, and I will finish it. And then you feel a sense of achievement. Progress is built through consistency, not chaos. And when you feel like you're constantly postponing things, it might not be necessarily a procrastination. It might be that your body is telling you to take a break and you're not letting your body to take a break. So then that resistance even costs you double, and then you're running out of the energy that you don't have, and there is this cycle that never ends. Strategy 3. Rest is not laziness. Rest is actually a part of the process. When you start doing something, let's say a mechanic wants to repair a car, what you need to do first? Gather information, gather the tools, gather the right products to make things happen, all the resources. So if you're preparing your body, your mind, and your soul to do something, what you need to first have prepared, you need to have energy and other resources. And how are you gathering energy if not by resting? You're not preparing yourself well. Rest is not lazy. It's not pointless. It's essential. And even when we stop, many of us don't rest. How do you imagine rest or relax? Maybe going on holidays and laying on the beach, reading a book, or just relaxing. But when you can't go on holidays, you're laying on the couch and watching TV or scrolling through social media. And first of all, scrolling through social media is depleting us from energy. And second of all, you're probably still thinking or feeling bad that you're not doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. And that's not recovery. That's just mentally dragging your to-do list into your rest time. So next time when you notice that you're putting off your tasks, just be kind to yourself. Understand that it's not laziness. It's your body telling you that you need more kindness and more time off rather than putting on yourself unnecessary pressure. Strategy 4. Redefine your worth. You are more than just your actions. Correlation that you are worthy only because you're doing so many things is a little bit limiting, because that implies that you need to keep on doing things, but also makes you that you are just a person to keep on producing things. What about other aspects? Does this mean that you can't be receiving? Does this mean that you just cannot be existing? Does this mean that you are basically a slave and people are expecting you to keep on producing? What are you, a machine? I used to believe that if I'm not achieving things, if I'm not producing things, I am not worthy and I'm just lazy. And that came from the way I was raised. And maybe you're feeling that too. But productivity isn't a proof of your value, and just being isn't lazy. That's why we're human beings. That being is also okay than just doing. Just being, relaxing, restoring your energy is essential. Because how long you can keep on going without recharging your batteries? Probably not long. but yet we want to keep on doing, we want to keep on being superhuman beings, not understanding that a part of doing is also resting. And if you cannot understand it in your normal life, apply sports psychology. When you start training, or when I started training, it was so hard for me to understand that I need days off, I need a rest days. And then I realized that my body is building muscles not the moment when I am working out, but the moment when I'm resting. And it was easier to understand this while working out, because we all know how it is to work out with a sore muscles. Your body is kind of making you not to work out because it's extremely painful and impossible, and it can actually cause injury. So after some time, you actually slow down. So maybe that convinced you that in all aspects of our life, we need rest. We need a balance. It's black and white, it's good and bad. We need both. So why would you even assume that we need only doing and not being, when everything has two sides of the coin? Alright, I know that these strategies might feel extremely weird and like I just made them up, but trust me, they do work, because here is the paradox. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is rest. Mind-blowing, like how? How is that productive if I do absolutely nothing? It's because you're not doing nothing. Rest, relax is literally gathering your energy, your mental health, physical health, your motivation and restoration. And like every equipment needs recharging or changing the batteries, your brain, your soul, and your body needs that too. I know we sleep, but sometimes we don't even get enough sleep. We don't take enough rest. Weekends are too short to restore ourselves from work. And we're not going on holidays that often. And when we do, what do? We scroll through freaking social media. And I know that this social media makes us even feel like we're lazy and extra lazy, because we see all those people that are doing so many things, like they're checking off every single thing from their to-do list. They're already billionaires, they are flying here and there, they already saw the majority of the world and worked here and there, and then they ate that and they made it and they baked it, and it's just like, oh my god, what am I doing? I just literally woke up, opened my eyes, and barely even walked to my bathroom to make my makeup. And then, of course, comparing to them, we feel like we've done nothing and we are so behind. So then we feel like we need to catch up. So even if we already have a lot of things to do, we feel like we are behind and we need to even do more. It's a never-ending cycle. Don't fall into that trap. Say no, start small, and do what matters. If you feel like you don't want to do something and you don't have to do it, don't do it. At least not right now. Later on, you might rethink your choices. You don't have to do it all, and you don't have to prove anything to anyone. At the end of the day, you will be proving things to yourself. I guarantee you, people are too focused on themselves to care about you that much. Let me know in the comments down below, what pressure are you ready to let go of? And if this spoke to you and you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've got more science-backed strategies coming your way. So like this video and I'll see you next time.